Hello, this is Dalton at Daltonians TFs, coming at you with the Transformers Combiner Wars third limb, fourth in the line of the Deluxe class, and, well, Bruticus, Swindle. And as you can see, he is a major retool of the Rook figure from the Protectobots line, but we'll get more into that in the actual look at the figure. On the back here it says, Swindle is always looking to make a score. He'll cut a quick deal or pull a fast con, anything to bring in a profit. His wheeling and dealing isn't limited to gear and weapons. He'll sell out anyone, Autobot or Decepticon, for the right price. You can see he transforms in 12 steps, and he becomes the right leg of Bruticus, which is accurate. So let's go ahead and get this guy open and out of the packaging. And here we have Swindle in vehicle mode, all armored up. Well, just armed up. As you can see, he, again, like I said before, is a retool of Rook, but at this point, I kind of think it's unfair to call him a retool of Rook just because of how much they have done to change this. It goes further than what they have done from off-road to first aid. They have changed everything about this. I mean, they changed type of vehicle. They've just changed everything. I mean, here's Rook. I mean, you go from a big APC to a dune buggy Jeep. I mean, that is really nice. I mean, the only thing is the engineering and a few of the joints are still the same along with the wheels. So, at this point, I'd consider this a new mold as well. And as far as accessories go, he's got his, I can't remember what they call this gyro rifle or something that, real quick, before we go. Got the comic, very nice artwork there of Swindle. You got your design phase and everything. And there you've got his bio on the back, so yeah, it's got his handheld gyro blaster and then his, wide range scatter blaster. So there's the bio if you want to read it. Some more of it. And there's that. Let's get this out of here. And get back to it. With the gun, it's the same molded gray plastic again as the combiner piece. Just like what we got with Blast Off, except it's just painted with this kind of black gunmetal gray. And this guy has so much molded detail. I mean, it is got this, looks like a little gas cap or oil cap. Got the headlights up here, the big bumper, which is painted. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really showing up here in camera. It's more of a tan color compared to this kind of, I guess, kind of like butterscotch yellow. But in hand, it's not as bad as what it's showing up here on camera. You got more of that gunmetal gray. I mean, you got these little saddlebags, little fuel tanks. Even the hands are pretty well hidden despite them being right there. I mean, they form the seats. You've even got a little steering wheel. You get some more of the roll bars. Even the head disguises itself as like an engine or part of the vehicle. You got tail lights. You get little tie-down hooks. You got a lot to this guy that's just molded in. As far as weapon storage, it does, like I said or showed before, it plugs up here, or you can plug it out on the side. And as for another comparison, let's bring in another one of the great Swindles that we've gotten in recent years, and that being the animated one, which is more of that kind of olive green / tan that we're kind of used to with Swindle. I would have liked to have seen something between these, but I really do like this shade. And this also kind of calls back more to his original toy form rather than a full-on, like, Willie's Jeep that he was in the cartoon. So, let's go ahead and get on to the transformation for this guy. We'll just go ahead and do it here on camera. I mean, since it is new, I'd like to show you some of the things. Just like Rook, I mean, you bring up the, pop off the panel. It's happened to me a couple times lately. But it is nowhere near as bad as the other QC issues I've had in this line so far. So, I want to bring this panel down. The arms out. Split the legs apart, bring them down, and slot them in. bring the feet up. Bring that foot up. Bring this whole section down. Want to bring the head up. Now this joint is fairly tight, so it suggests if you're going to move the head, move it by the plate and then push back using the head. You don't want to just straight up use the whole head for everything because it will pop the head off. It has happened to me once already. And just get everything straightened out here. The backpack folds up. And there's this little cutout right here where this peg is going to just rest on. And you just tab that down and it should stay. And there we've got Swindle in robot mode. And people can say what they want. I really like how he looks. I love how they added these little, details here on the chest to make it look kind of like the stickers and his kind of like his toy form with the windows. You've got some more of the Jeep details coming through. I think those are going to be more prominently found, especially here on the chest. But this right here is definitely G1 Swindle homage. But yeah, all the articulation is the same, and it is fairly tightened up. I mean, even on the elbows, the ratchet actually works the way it's supposed to. I don't know if you can hear it. You hear like a slight click. So, yeah. Fairly impressed with how Swindle turned out. The only problem I have with the robot mode is it is a little beefy, but I can get over that. But on the head sculpt, I wish they would have given him a smirk. He's just kind of like got that sulky looking face. I do like the big eyes. That is a nice little touch, but the fact that he doesn't have a smirk and that his... I wish they would have split apart the colors a little bit more. It's just too... There's nothing breaking up the color between the face and the helmet, other than, yeah, that kind of disappointing. But, those are just minor nitpicks, in my opinion. As far as the weapon, you can plug it on his shoulder, or just give him a little pistol, or whatever it's supposed to be. A little gyro blaster. So, real quick, let's go ahead and get Rook and the animated Swindle transformed, and we'll go from there. And here we have Swindle with Rook, and as you can see, again, a lot of major details changed. So, I mean, it's a complete reshell, just the skeleton is the same. So, I mean, all these are new molded parts, except for the joints here, the neck plate, the biceps, the thighs, hips, and the waist, and just a few of the, transformation joints. As you can see here, I mean, this whole thing is new. The feet new. Even the fact that they took away the middle tires. It just such a stark difference. I mean, it's not like a complete night and day difference, but as far as the molding itself, it is completely different. Even the fact that they got rid of these little cannon hands and gave them actual hands. I'm just really impressed what Hasbro's done with this compared to some of the other things they've done. I wish we'd have gotten that with some of the other figures in the line, but oh well. Here we've got the animated Swindle, and like I said, he's got the smirk. It's unfortunate that he doesn't, so. And thanks to a friend of mine, I cannot imagine Swindle going without the Fred Willard voice, especially after watching some animated episodes again. So it'd be nice to see like a new cartoon with Swindle again, voiced by Fred Willard. I think he pulled off the part nicely. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into the combination modes. They are slightly different from Rook. Shouldn't take too long, so we'll go ahead and do the arm mode first. Go ahead and do him as the left arm. That keeps popping off. It's just this joint right here is really tight. Get everything all lined up. It's fairly simple. And turn the head around again. See what I mean right there? Didn't practice what I preached. There we go. And rotate it to where it's at least right there. And these little tabs right here will go into these slots right here on the hood of the vehicle. So just like that. And The hand just goes right onto here. And there you go, you got Swindle as an arm. Very cleaned up. It does have still some details. Not as boring as the arm for Rook, where it was just completely flat, no details. I mean, at least you get a little steering wheel here and what's left of the seats. And you can store the little pistol right along the side, so he does have a little something to hide those hands. Sort of. And you also get a little bit of weapon. So, it's nice to see that. The only problem is how hollow this is back here. I never really noticed it until, getting this guy. But you've got that little port there for the little stands that we're going to be getting from Takara. They're like $5 a piece. Same stands as the Trax figure. Anyways, I'm rambling, not even talking about what I should be. I'm going to take this off. And the leg mode is practically just vehicle mode, so you'll leave the robot feet up. Come on. There we go. And you'll want to rotate up the combiner peg. I mean, you do the same in arm mode, just like that. For leg mode, right there. Like that. And there we've got Swindle as a leg. And he doesn't look too bad. I mean, a lot of people will probably prefer it like this, kind of like what we got with the Fans Project or the Fall of Cybertron, but this is fine. I mean, it's still Swindle as a leg. I want to fold the head up the rest of the way. There we go. And fairly clicky. So, really looking forward to getting Onslaught and the Perfect Effects set. Cannot wait. The only problem I have with the combiner hand and foot is it is really loose right here. And yeah, you can just see how loose that is. I've heard reports of this just like falling out of the hand. The thumb is tight though. That's weird, except for when you go like this. So it's a few QC problems with this, and the fact that the joint for the backpack is a little tight. Other than that, I think Swindle is just the best part of this wave so far. We'll get more into that in the next video when we look at Brawl. And when we finally get to Onslaught and Bruticus. So hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Combiner Wars Swindle. I really enjoyed them. Tell me what you guys think of him, other than the hollowed out joints. I know some people don't like that, but at least there's some detail to it. So, and yep, that's pretty much it. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out more, if you want to check out my review of Rook, you can check it out right in this card right here. And you can check that out also in the description below if it doesn't show up there. Along with my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. There'll be some images of this guy along with his fellow Combaticons. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.